All right, so this is the first walk and talk interview of the 2020 season. Of course, it's raining in the desert, but we are here with Ross Chastain. Man, of course, when it rains, it pours.
I know. We had talked about doing this, so we're doing it no matter what.
We're doing it, and we're moving in the garage, rain or shine. But let's talk first about the weekend here. Obviously, not the circumstances you wanted to take over the 6 car, but a good opportunity for you, it seems like.
Yeah, man, it is. It's like you said, it's not how anybody wants it to happen. Hate to see what happened, but to get the call and be the guy that Jack Roush and everybody at Roush Fenway Racing wants to put in their Cup car is absolutely crazy. So just want to go do my job. I just hold the seat while Ryan gets better, and as soon as he's better, I want him back in the car.
Every year you've described as like a make or break year. So how much pressure do you put on yourself each year to kind of make every season count?
Yeah, I look at every race like I have to, every lap. I mean, it doesn't matter, because I just don't ever know when someone's watching and when you can impress them. So I just want to win. I just want to compete. I like competing, and I just want to go do good.
Yeah, and the wind's picking up here as you try and control the umbrella. But your career, it seems like the timing just is so crucial to getting opportunities and getting good rides. How important have you felt timing has been in your career?
Yeah, it's everything, man. Getting to these race teams at the right time is everything. I haven't been at Nice Motorsports or Colleague Racing for their first race, but I've been there at the right time. I feel like when they built their cars to a point where they can go compete for wins. And the fact that these team owners want me to drive their cars is still kind of hard to believe, because I don't know what they see, but I'm not going to correct them.
Yeah, you mentioned Colleague Racing and working with Matt Colleague. They were from a single standalone team to now being a competitor in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. How have you seen their progress, and what's it like seeing that progression too?
Yeah, I've raced against them ever since they started, since Blake Cook was racing that for them at the very beginning, and was fierce competitors with them. And Chris Rice and I, we've had our head-to-head kind of confrontations when we were competitors. So it makes it so cool now that we can compete together. We're on the same team, and we can go after victories together. Your
career has been riddled with ups and downs. A low moment was when the Chip Ganassi Racing Xfinity team got shut down, and I heard that they said they weren't done with you yet. And then of course you get the call to run 2 races in the Cup Series. How's it been kind of knowing that they've stayed committed to you even through those hardship times?
It is. It's been incredible. They kind of assigned me to Josh Wise and before our first Xfinity race together, and I just thought that was part of it. But whenever the sponsorship and the team had to shut down on the Xfinity side, I did think that we were probably done even with that program with Josh. And was talking with Doug Ducart one day, and he's like, no, like, you go do what Josh tells you to do. As long as you do that, we're going to keep working upstairs on the business side and keep trying. And we got to go run in the Daytona 500 with them in a 3rd car after all that got shut down in the beginning of 2019. So they never quit working. And every time I went in there, whether it was back there with Josh, whether it was walking just on the shop floor with all the mechanics, or the engineering department, or the business side upstairs, they all were always asking how I was doing, what was I racing that weekend, because that was right when we were Xfinity, then we switched to Truck Points, then we're running Cup races for premium. They were all genuinely interested, and they had the same smiles on their faces from when we first announced the 42 car to when it got shut down to running the 77. It was all the same.
This year, not doing as many triple duty races, but it's more of a structured year. Do you like having more of a structured season with a little less seat time, or would you kind of prefer racing some more?
I love racing, man. I'll be honest. I want to race. I was going to stay for the Cup race here in Vegas either way, and then when they called about the 6 car, that puts it right back into triple duty, back to normal really for me. Not a lot of downtime, eating very quick during a debrief with the Colleague team, eating while we're talking, and it's just what I love. So yeah, is it stressful trying to jump between the cars and remember how it drove when I drove it 3 hours ago, but I've driven 2 race cars since? Yeah, it's stressful, but it's challenging, and that's what I love.
The challenge of racing. I heard you mention that you approach each car in each series as if it's the only car on the weekend, but how do you do that when you mentioned how it's hard to keep track of which car handles this way in, you know, in different ways?
Yeah, probably I have a short enough memory that I actually forget. I mean, I'll be honest, I do forget probably more than I should, but I'm just, and it is a detriment sometimes. I'm not great with my phone. I'm not great communicating when I'm not with each team. But when I'm with them, like when I'm with the 10 car, I'm 100%. But when I go over to the 40 truck with Nice Motorsports, I'm 100% there, and I'm not thinking about the 10 car. And then when I go to the Cup car this weekend, I was only thinking about the 6 car. So, you know, I'm still kind of navigating that balance, and I think I'll get better with time.
All right, well, that was a great lap through the garage. Ross, by the way, fantastic umbrella holder as the rain picks up a little bit more here in Vegas. But Ross, man, I appreciate it, and the walking is so much better than just standing still.
It is, man. That's how I'm pushing colleague racing, let me do most of my interviews now, so I'm glad you agreed.
Right, we're gonna start this trend here, walking and talking with Ross Chastain. Remember, kids 12 and under are free to all NASCAR Xfinity Series and NASCAR Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series races. For more information, visit nascar.com/kidstix.